I'm going to go over what you might have missed if you missed math class today. Today is May 28th. So if I open this up, it just has our learning targets and everything in here. So given various angles, I can find the total amount based off of the information that was given. I can demonstrate my understanding of lines, rays, lines, line segments, supplementary, complementary, adjacent angles, and vertical angles by completing the 521 checkup. A lot of people didn't finish this, that's why we're revisiting it today. People who did finish, shout out to those people. If you didn't, this was a really big assignment and you really need to get this done. Okay, so first thing we did was everyone that didn't finish this checkup worked on it. And then there was a workstation of people who were finished with Mr. Jackson. And if you're finished with that, this worksheet needs to be on your own by the 30th. So here we go. Now I'm going to get out of this for a second. Okay, so the first thing is that checkup, which is posted here. It was posted on May 21st. Or you can find it by going to classwork, finding geometry, and it's in here in geometry, the 5/21 or May 21st checkup. You want to open this up, and in here, the first thing, directions, please answer the following questions to the best of your abilities. You may use any of the notes in geometry section of Google Classroom from April 28th through May 18th. Okay, so is this a line segment, or array? Identify. Okay, this first one is array, right? Because it's got an arrow on one side. This next one is a line segment because there's no arrows. Next one, 2 arrows, that's a line. Next one, 2 dots, line segment. Next one has a dot and an arrow, array. Look at that, I just gave you all the answers to the first one. Okay, I'm not going to be as nice with this next section. I'm going to help you get started. Identify whether the angle is right, acute, or obtuse. Okay, so this is a right angle because it's got that perfect corner. This one's a big fat angle. This is an obtuse angle. Next one, it's a little baby. It's a little acute. It's a cute angle, a cutie. Okay, to answer the rest of those, I gave you some more answers again. All right, part 3. Identify whether the angles are adjacent or vertical. Remember, adjacent are angles that are next to each other and that share a side and a vertex or a point. Vertical angles are angles that are formed by 2 lines intersecting. So these ones, 2 angles next to each other with this common side, that is adjacent. Next one, 2 angles intersecting that create 2 congruent or equal angles that are across from each other. These are vertical. Do those next 2. All right, now these ones get kind of hard. You need to solve for x, and to do so, you need to know what complementary and supplementary angles equal. So right here, this first one, if you have 60 degrees of a complementary angle, how much will you have left? Okay, so think about it. Complementary is 90 degrees minus that 60. How much am I going to have left? X, okay, we know this is a straight line. That's 180 degrees minus that other angle, the 123. How much am I going to have left? Here we go, 3. If you have 101 degrees of a supplementary angle, how much will you have left? Right? So there's an equation there, or you can think of 180 minus the 101 equals what? And the same things for these ones. Okay, you're going to have 90 degrees minus the 16. Here we got a straight line. You have 180 degrees minus 10 minus 100. Okay, when people were done with that, then we came back into Google Classroom and we worked on, I'm going to go to the stream again. Finding the missing angles was the next thing we did. So this is a Google Doc, and this one's kind of tricky too. But now you're going to look at this first one here. We're given this, you see this arc here, this represents this space here. This is 58 degrees. This is this angle here between these 2 lines. And then right here, A, we don't know what this little angle is, but then we know what this bigger angle is, 88 degrees. So given the 88 degrees is the big angle, which is both these 2 together, well, how can we find out A? We're going to do the 88, the big angle, minus the smaller angle, 58, and we're going to be able to figure out what that leftover angle is. Okay? Then number 2 is a little different. Now we're given 125 is this angle here, and then we're given 36 is the little angle over here. Now A is this big angle on the outside. We need to figure out what that outside angle is. How are we going to do that? We're going to have to do 125 plus the 36. And that's going to give us our answer. So you have to go through all these, see where the A is, and figure out what that measure is. If you need help with this, you can always come to office hours. I'd be happy to help you. All right, and then the last thing we had people make sure they got done today was I think find the missing angles. No, this is the one we just did. The last one, I guess, was this one, finding the supplementary angles. Okay, so this is similar to the other one. This one's actually a little bit easier. So these supplementary, you gotta remember supplementary adds up to 180. So for all of these, you're gonna start with 180, and then we know that both A and 50 are gonna add up to 180. So to figure that out, I'm just gonna subtract the 50. What am I gonna get? Same thing number 2. We know that this angle is 142 degrees. What's that little A? Again, they have to add up to 180 minus the 142. What am I going to have left over? You're going to do that for all of these. As always, if you need any help, feel free to come to office hours at 2 p.m. every weekday. We'd be happy to help you. All right, good luck.